Hello, welcome back to another video diary with Shady Sheratoy for dry January. Today I actually end up going to H Mart, so I thought I would show you a food haul. If you're interested in vegan content or just weight loss or any sort of motivational content, go ahead and like and subscribe and then hit the notification bell so you know when I upload next. This is just a little bonus video in addition to my daily diaries for January 2021, where I try to lose weight on a dry veganary diet. All right, so we'll get started. My pup is dancing around in the background. He's not used to all this food being laid out on the table, so he's going nuts, even though it's just veggies. So good for him. You might hear him here and there or hear me yell at him, so I apologize for that. So this is a full food haul from H Mart. The total was $73.08. I will try to post what the price was of each item and maybe what the name of it is if I don't pronounce it or say it right. But when I go to H Mart, there's a few staples that I try to get. Rice-based noodles and then lots of vegetation. So I wasn't planning on getting any vegetables when I was going in today because I do still have some from my initial dry veganary, grocery store visit. But they had so many good deals I couldn't not get it. So I did need some lettuce, so I guess I'll start there. So I needed lettuce because I had just finished up my head of lettuce last night with my BLT and a side salad. So since I'm eating a lot of side salad, I got one huge romaine head of lettuce. And then last night I was talking to one of my friends about kale chips. So I got a big fresh head of kale. And then I was just going through and I happened to find like the discount section. So a lot of grocery stores will have just like a shelving unit full of discount items that they just need to get to sell. So a lot of times it's when they're putting out their new produce. It looked like they were packing a lot of new things onto the shelf today. It's a Friday. So a lot of the produce was on sale because they're trying to pack it with new stuff. It doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it needs to be used in the next couple of days. So from that pile, I got a few things. I love green beans. Broccoli and green beans are probably my two favorite green vegetables. So these green beans were only 99 cents. Good time, buddy. And then I also got some, I want to call them Chinese eggplants. So these are just kind of thinner eggplants, but I see these in a lot of recipes. So all of this was $1.09. I think there's 7 eggplants in here, so I'm excited to cook with that. And actually, when I bought these things, the lady at the checkout was like, "That's such a good price. I'm gonna go get them." And then she told me to mix the eggplant with the green beans, a little bit garlic and some oil, and she was like, stir fry. She said that was really good. Also, broccoli. Oh my gosh, they had all of this broccoli. I eat so much broccoli. And this was only $1.71. So good prices there. I know a lot of, I usually shop at Harris Teeter. I am in this kind of southern middle East Coast, and they often have a discount veggie fruit area as well. So just figure out where that is in your store. Sometimes the stuff is really old, but it's always worth going over there and looking. You can always cook it that day or that weekend. And I'm using those all weekend. Guys, I dropped tofu. So I bought a couple of boxes of tofu. They happen to be a little cheaper at the H Mart than my regular grocery store. So every time that I go to the grocery store, I bought 2 of them and I put them in my freezer. So if you guys are following some of my air fry recipes, it's always easier if you freeze them first, then let them defrost and then fry them. Because when you buy the extra firm, it just makes it hold together a little better when you're cutting it up. You're cutting it up and then you drain it and then you soak it back up with whatever marinade that you're using. So it holds together better when I'm using the air fryer for recipes like that. So tofu. Okay. And then one last thing I got in the discount were these king oyster mushrooms. So I see a lot of recipes with these oyster mushrooms. So we'll do something fun with that. So watch my daily vlogs to see what I do with a lot of these veggies. Okay, what else do I have? So obviously I got this huge thing of kimchi. Not a lot of places you can find vegan kimchi. Kimchi is fermented Chinese cabbage. So it's really good. If you ever watch any Asian mukbangers or mukbang people, they're always eating kimchi. If you guys follow Stephanie Sue, she's a big influencer of this trip, especially. So that'll be my YouTube shout out today. I'll talk about her more in a minute. But there's a smaller one for $8.99 and then this huge one for $12.99. So this is going to be really great to get a bunch of veggies in when I'm doing my Eat Your Veg challenge, because some things like breakfast or snack, it's hard to get the veggies in. So I love this. It's kind of like Chinese sauerkraut, and being Polish, we eat a lot of sauerkraut. So you'll see me eating a lot of this lately, especially for snacks. I like to use this as a snack in between meals very often. Okay, so I think that's kind of all of the produce. The rest of it is it's pretty much frozen stuff. So I got this. Don't even know if I really bought the right thing, but I wanted to try black bean noodle sauce. Again, this is something Stephanie Sue eats a lot. It's just a sauce. It's called black bean sauce. It's called, I'll put the real name of it on the board, but jajujang. I'm not even really sure. I'm sorry. I'm butchering that. But I wanted to try these out too. So that'll be a neat little, maybe I can do a mukbang or an eat with me episode with these. It's just noodles in a sauce. All right. Other things I like to buy a lot when I go to the Asian markets are the spring roll shells or egg roll shells. The egg roll ones weren't vegan, so I didn't get those. And I don't deep fry them. I put them in the air fryer. So you'll see some recipes with that as well. Again, check my video daily vlogs for that. Another thing along the same line is wonton wrappers. So these wonton wrappers I can use to make, usually I'll make mushroom wontons. If I am not eating vegan, I will make like crab rangoon. You can buy the imitation crab and some cream cheese and make your own at home. Really easy in the air fryer. So much healthier than getting them deep fried from a Chinese food store. So I'll give you some tips on that as well. Okay, so one of the main things I go to the Asian store for are these rice cakes. So these rice cakes, you can buy them in little cylinders. I'll show you the back of this. Or you can get little discs. If you've ever heard of sobaki, which is like a spicy rice cake recipe that's really, really popular. This is usually something when I'm going on a little heavier of a carb day, a little bit to treat myself. It's got a like a chewy texture to it that's really satisfying. So I got this huge bag. It's resealable, so I can just have a little bit of the time. Obviously, check my videos for recipes on that. So I only have a couple things left. First, I got some dumplings. Dumplings are not always the most calorie best food, but they're great comfort food. I'm looking at the back of it, and it even has a picture of an air fryer. So I'm really excited to do that. I love dumplings. I am a I make my own homemade pierogi, and dumplings are just Chinese pierogies. Like every nationality has some sort of dumpling, and in Polish it's a pierogi. So I really love these. They're light and they have vegetables on the inside. Oh, so good. Along the same lines, one of my favorite foods, I've always said, remember back in like middle school when people would play dumb games, they'd be like, okay, well, if you could bring one thing with you and desert island, what would you bring? So obviously I would bring like matches or axe or something like that. But if I had to pick food, you know, everyone thinks they pick pizza. I will always pick egg rolls or spring rolls. They are my favorite. I'm going to make my own with the spring roll shells. But also these are just quick, easy ones on a day where I can reward myself, or at night I'm finding that I just want a little snack. I don't want to eat a whole meal. And I keep eating Chex Mix, but now I have some veggie dumplings and egg rolls to enjoy instead. Last and definitely not least, I got a huge box of ramen noodles. So I usually just get the top ramen or the cheap kind of ramen you can get at your local grocery store. And again, it's usually a treat. I'll add the cabbage to it. I did that earlier this week. If you'd like to check that out, I'll link that video below. But Stephanie Sue, who is a mukbanger that does true crime. So she'll eat with her fiance and tell a true crime story. I watch her almost daily. She's one of my favorite YouTubers. Not vegan, not on a diet, just very entertaining. So she will be my YouTube shout out influencer for the day. So please go check her out. Let her know I sent you. She has a huge platform, so I'd love to have some of those people come over here and check me out. If you did, and that's why you're here, thank you so much. Please make sure you subscribe for some just entertaining, healthy tips on Dry Veganuary 2021. Okay, so It was a little more expensive than the cheaper ones, but this is what Stephanie Sue says is the best ramen. Yeah, is the best ramen. So I will try to link the video where they went through and they tried all the ramens below. But it was really good. So what I'll do is I'll try to make sure that I put as much of this as I can linked down below so you can find it. I mean, maybe not the produce, but some of the other stuff, so you can get a closer look of what I got, and watch out for my videos to see what I do with all this stuff. Again, it's only $73, and if you take out the ramen and the kimchi, which were the big two items, the kimchi was $12.99 and the ramen was $15.99. That's $30 right there. So the rest of this was only $40, and I did kind of splurge with the spring rolls and the dumplings and the tteokbokki, but this stuff is going to last me forever. I would say each of these are going to be 3 snacks or meals, and I'll pair it with the veggies. So if you want to see what I do all of this, or you want to join me on some of my dinners that I'll try to eat with you guys, please make sure to like, subscribe, share with your friends, comment below what you want me to cook, and if you have any ideas that I didn't mention of how to cook some of these veggies or extra treats. Thank you again. Shady Sherry Toy signing off. I appreciate you. Have a good day.